So we have previously looked at using criteria when we select data. In fact, here's an example of one in our previous video where country code equals France. Here we had different types of criteria where life expectancy is between 50 and 90. What about if I want to do criteria that has a wild card in it, or is multiple different criterias or multiple different matches? Well, we've already seen how we can use OR for some of that, but let's say that's not going to work for me. Let's say, and create a new file here. Let's say I want to find every city in the world that has new in its name. So for that, I don't want to do where it's New York or New Brunswick or whatever. I want to use a wildcard. So here's how we're going to do this. This is using a operator called like in our where clause. So I'm going to select name, and I just want the name from, whoops, didn't want, stop hitting tab, hit enter. There we go. Select name from city where, and name is, and this is the fun part, is where we're going to do where the name is like, and then we're going to put our options. So it's going to be text, so it's single quote, and my wildcard is going to be the percent key. So I'm going to do wildcard, new wildcard. And this is going to give me everything where the name has, and we have to use like if we're doing these wildcard things here, where the name has the letters N-E-W in the name of the city. So I execute and we come up with Newcastle, Newcastle upon Tyne, Newport, Newcastle, Kowloon and New Kowloon, New Bombay, New Delhi. Okay, here's one. It has N-E-W right in the middle of the letters. New York, New Orleans, Newark. All right. What if I just wanted anything that started out with new, like New Delhi or New Haven? Actually, let's start with just anything that includes, or it starts with NEW. So we'll take out like this one right here. So to do that, I just have to remove the percent sign in front of new. And now when I hit it, it's looking for anything that starts out with NEW and then anything that comes after that. That percent sign is kind of like an asterisk in some of their operating systems where it says anything can go here. And so asterisk new asterisk or percent new percent says just give me something with the letters NEW in the middle of it. This says started out with NEW. Now, what if I only wanted names like New Bombay, New Delhi, New York, not Newark? Well, for that, I could do new space and then the percent sign and hit enter. And now I just have those cities. So that's how we can use the wildcard when we're selecting criteria. Now, something else we'll want to do sometimes is we'll want to do things where we want to view data that matches things in a particular list. Let me show you let me give you an example here. So I'm going to do select name and region. It's not region, it's district. If I go to my ER diagram, I'm looking at my country table, and let's say I want to find all of the countries that are in South Africa or East Africa as a region. So I want the name and I want the region for everything that's on the continent of Africa. It is region, not district. It was district and city. Region is what I want over here. Good thing I looked. So name and region from country where continent equals Africa. And this will give me all of them. You'll see we have Central Africa, East Africa, West Africa, Southern Africa. All right, I just want Eastern and Southern Africa. So this is where I would do it, or how I would do it. I'm going to do where region is in open parentheses, and then because these are text values, I need to put it in quotes. And I'm going to do Eastern Africa, spell Africa correctly, comma, and then another text value is going to be Southern Africa. So a couple of key things here with this. I'm doing the list of values that I want to see. I am separating them out with a comma, and I am putting them in either single quotes or double quotes if they're text values. So when I execute this query, it should show me only things in Eastern and Southern Africa. If I wanted to add Western Africa, let's go ahead and add that one in as well. Show me Western Africa as well, and execute the query. And now we have Eastern Africa, Western Africa, and Southern Africa, but that's it. So this I could replicate using an OR, where region equals Eastern Africa, or region equals Southern Africa, or region equals Western Africa. But doing this with this in little operator makes our lives a little bit easier. Okay, so we've added a couple of things to our where clause in this video. We've used the like operator to include wildcards, and we've used the in operator to have us select values that match something inside of a list. Okay, our next video is going to be ordering our results. So right here, we'll just set it up. Right here, we have everything that we wanted, but none of these are organized. They're all Eastern Africa, Western, Western, Southern, Western, Eastern. Our next step would be to organize these and sort them in a specific order. So that's going to be what we talk about in our next video.